Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and we're fighting the sun a little bit today, but we're going to go forward anyway. What I have is this 2005 Lexus GX470 all-wheel drive luxury SUV. This is a little brother to the LX version, although it does pack quite a bit of the same punch that does. I did a little bit of research. It wasn't that easy for me to tell if this is sort of a gussied up 4Runner or Sequoia, or if it is just its own thing. I do know they sell them in Japan under the name Land Cruiser Prado, which is sort of, again, a mid-sized version of the rather incredible Land Cruiser. And this does harbor much of the same running gear that the Land Cruiser and, of course, the GX470 does. Most notably, that 4.7-liter, 270 horsepower V8. Running through a 5-speed automatic tranny with a very adjustable Land Rover style all-wheel drive system that's competent in just about any conditions. It's a big heavy unit, has a 6,500 pound tow capacity up from when they first came. It's obviously got tons of Lexus appointments and, a very fine fit and finish, lots of leather and wood and just really nice stuff. It also has that sort of plastic cladding on the side that's American inspired. So love it or hate it, it does, it does kind of beef up the car a little bit. See nice big alloy wheels, fresh desert dualers on there from Bridgestone. Has illuminated running boards on both sides. This is a one-owner vehicle with about 75,000 miles on it, which it's tough to find an SUV with stats like that. Most 05 SUVs, Lexus, or frankly any variety, they've got at least twice that mileage and they've been through the ringer. So nice to see one that's been this well kept. Let's start inside the back. One thing I quite like about this is the way that this opens. You can see it's a side opening deal. So nice and wide, you get plenty of room, lots of easy access to your cargo. Still got a net back here with a nifty little pincher thing to hold things in. Also has third row seats, something the 4Runner did not. They're removable if you need more cargo. In fact, I think they're just sitting in here now. Our detailer couldn't figure out how to stuff them in. But you can see everything's mint back there. It's got some kind of nice little Lexus accessory mat. The seats are as they should be. You've got some, 3-point belts on either side. And, probably best for kids or, Canadians on vacation. But whoever you stuff back there, they're going to be okay. So, again, love the way that opens up. Also like that big rear spoiler on top with the third brake light built into it. You got a wiper back there. Nice little chrome strippy stuff, all from Lexus. You see the V8 badge. You've got backup sensors. No hitch on this thing, so... that's either good or bad depending on how you look at it. At least it hasn't been used to tow any front end loaders around. So if you want to bolt a hitch on there to bring a boat around or, whatever you want to do, then you can do it. But anyway, this thing hasn't been beat up by towing anything. All right, here in the back is some lovely Lexus fit and finish. And of course, that's what Lexus does really well. And one of the things that I like about this is it reminds me a little bit of the G-Wagon, which is a real purpose-built military reconnaissance vehicle from Mercedes-Benz that they've kind of toned up to work for the Kardashians. So now it's all full of leather and wood and luxury appointments. And these Land Cruiser type things are more or less the same thing. You can tell they're extraordinarily substantial off-road machines that they've put some very nice and fine luxury appointments in to satisfy the kind of guys who are going to drive to, Whole Foods and buy some organic toothpaste. So you've got beautiful leather stitched dash. You've got beautiful real wood, bunched leather here. They're just sort of gorgeous fit and finish. A very nifty looking rear air conditioning unit down there. Haven't pushed that button. Oh, look at that. You get rear seat audio. Nice stuff. And anyway, everything lovely back here. Also nice big armrest with cup holders. So, and of course those seats do fold forward to give you more cargo room. Make everybody happy. Up top, you've got a roof rack, obviously a sunroof. Looks like somebody's added satellite radio. Oh yeah, I remember where it's kind of a cool feature in this. Anyway, the bars are still there. If you need to use the roof rack, you're in good shape. Have a quick look under the hood and then we'll get inside. That sun is getting sunnier. All right, so under here was I very happy to see in a midsize SUV. Look at it, he doesn't wipe it down. God, that drives me nuts. I get the dressing, but wipe it down afterwards. What does it take? What does it take? How many beatings have to be administered? Anyway, 4.7 liter variable valve timing, 32 valve V8. That VVT timing means the valves adjust infinitely to give you optimum breathing all through the rev band. So you got lots of torque down low, you got lots of power up high. There's no sacrifice. And if you're a hot rod kid, you put a big cam in a car back in the day, you knew that you had plenty of juice when the thing was up in the high rev band, but it became kind of, you know, a little bit gutless below 2,000 or 3,000 RPM. VVT fixes all that. It makes it so that you can have your cake and eat it too on the cam settings, and you get really nice power all across the rev band. Very nice and proper under this one owner car, obviously well kept, well serviced, and everything looking good. Also nice big HID headlamps there. It's just a very handsome piece, truly. Very chunky, very tall. Look at the greenhouse on top of that thing. I know they talk about it being a couple inches taller than the 4Runner and a little bit wider as well. So really nice seating arrangement inside, plenty of visibility, and just very, very lovely. So inside, the beautiful gray leather. I love the gray on gray. That sort of beachy looking sandalwood, whatever you guys call it. Very nice bunched leather again. All the, you know, Toyota style window switches that are going to work and keep on working. Has dual power heated seats. You got lumbar, memory, all very, very proper. You can see that it was very lightly used. There's no, you know, heavy wear getting in and out. Beautiful bunched leather. Again, Lexus just uses some of the finest materials. All right, so let's hop in and fire it up. Got some air going. All right, that's the Lexus sort of standard thing, is that instrument cluster that, you know, comes to life from being completely blacked out. Something I've always liked quite a bit. You can do a flashing seatbelt on. Let's look at that. And anyway, there it is. So you've got your fuel over there, 130 mile an hour speedo. Tack, water temp, your height control. You can see we're in neutral right now. 75,000 miles on the clock. Thing needs a tire pressure sensor. It's on order. We haven't put it in yet, but I didn't want it to hold up the video. Down here you've got your dimmer control. If I remember right, that RSCA off, what's that, the Royal Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals or something. Oh, it's not. If you're going to be doing any heavy-duty four-wheeling, that's something you need to shut off. Heated mirrors, AC 115. I guess that changes the voltage on one of the outlets, so you can run a, you know, little air compressor or something. You got your power mirrors. You got a very nice multi-function wheel. Again, beautiful wood on that. Do your volume and radio stuff, your cruise over here. Very complicated looking stalks with all the different stuff. Front and rear wiper, automatic headlights, fog lights. You know, all very befitting of a high-end off-road machine. Lovely little center console, center dashboard hump with your infotainment. You got an in-6 CD. You got a cassette deck. You know, Lexus kept them long after everyone got rid of them, but it's nice if you want to run an auxiliary input, you can. Ice cold air conditioning coming at me, very nice. Front and rear defrost. You got your hazards, you got your passenger airbag warning. Got a ashtray here that's never been used. There's a lighter. Yeah, all perfect. Down here, oh, there's your 12 volt 120. So that's the one that probably will change according to where you have it set. This thing, what the hell is that? That change, it probably disconnects the rear diff, turns it into two-wheel drive. Nah, it's hard to believe. I'm pretty sure this is a full-time four-wheel drive deal. Forgive me, I forgot what that button does. Variable seating there. Here's the lovely suspension setup, which also comes in the big Land Cruiser. So if I, let's see, hit that, it's now flashing into high. That's going to raise the car a little bit, so make it a little bit easier to get over any obstacles. And then, of course, the minute you hit a certain mile per hour, that's going to go back to neutral, which is where it wants to be. I think it's 10 or 12 miles an hour, maybe 19. Either way, you're not hitting 20 in the high spot. You can also go into a low setting. That's if you have to load people or cargo who are kind of crabby or not very mobile. That'll get the doors way down low where it's going to be easy for you to get the cargo in and out. That's hill descent there. If you're needing to go down a hill, that's going to help you do it. The settings and the suspension between comfort and sport, you know, very, very nice stuff. Here's your high range, low range on the transfer case. This is what makes it a full truck, not just the body on frame design that this thing is. For instance, an Acura MDX is not. That's unibody. This is true body on frame, this thing. And when you see this thing, you know you're dealing with a true, real off-road vehicle. Beautiful leather and wood shifter here. Nice gated shifter in that 5-speed automatic. You got some cup holders there that look a little over-engineered, but not too bad. You got a place with more cup holders, maybe for the rear to store stuff. These great little armrests that come up and down. Here you've got a compass in the self-dimming mirror, which you can turn off if you want to make people think it's broken. And then this is lovely. Look at the way these guys installed the satellite radio. Very, very nice. So you give up your sunglass storage, but what a clever and proper way to have an XM radio in this thing. So that's going to stay in there if you want to use it. I'm pretty sure it works. I turned it on. Yeah, look at that. So good stuff. You can hook that thing up and you get your satellite. You also have your HomeLink garage door and a very nice big power sunroof. Lovely. With dirt on it. So that's what I got with these guys. Over here in the glove box, you got, what do you got? A set of books. You got this weird little bag thing. That's got the lock in it. You got your owner's manual there. And just everything beautifully finished in this car. All very, very nice. Let's go for a spin. Now you see we're in the low setting on the suspension. Actually, let me hop out for a sec so you can see that. All right, so you can see there's not much air in the wells. The car's sitting a little bit low, and that means that it's going to be easy to get in and out of. Now when I go forward and start driving, boom, that's going to come to a quick end, and it's going to put us back up in the neutral setting. So let's do exactly that. Love that little clock and information system there. It's very Lexus. I always like that. Oh, you know what? Grab handles there. All right, so we're still in low. We haven't quite hit 9 or 10. Pretty, I won't say it's hard steering, but you sure know you're steering a truck. All right, there we go. There it goes. Instantly flashing now that we're over 10. Raising us up to the proper driving position. So suspension is all working very nice. And the truck just goes down the road beautifully. I mean, you can tell you're driving a real substantial piece. This isn't a, you know, some kind of joker SUV that's sort of a, you know, bigger car or something. This is a true truck. Yeah, and it's quicker than the big Lexus, that's for sure. All that same torque and a little bit less weight, so that thing really gets up and moves. We got a blondie over there walking her dog. Looks like a nice pooch. We got the giraffes. Yeah, everything's good in the world. Let's do that again. Nice V8 sound out of this thing. Anyway, what a great cruiser. You got room for, what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Room for 7 people. Big V8, 6,500 pound tow capacity. Yeah, everything feels so nice. The fit and finish, the materials, it's all just lovely. It's very Lexus, you know, and particularly sort of original Lexus feel to it, you know, when they were really quite the Toyota hybrid. And I don't mean the power system, I mean the, you know, Toyota and Cadillac sort of getting married. But anyway, there it is. 2005 Lexus GX470 all-wheel drive SUV. Very substantial piece. This is a one owner with 75 on the clock. Fantastic car. You have an interest, give us a call, 239-649-7300. That's a stealthy looking SRT Challenger. Oh, Hellcat, nice. But I think a lot of people just put the badges on those things. How the hell would anyone know the difference? Anyway, I'm sure it was. MercedesExpert.com if you want to have a look at it, and we appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.